Damien, let's start with the last game against Norwich. First game of the season and first goal of the season as well. It must be great to get a goal straight off the training ground.
Yeah, it's good. We spend a lot of time working on those. They're well conceived by the staff, and the players spend a lot of time and pretty diligent when we're doing it as well. So it was nice for that to come off first game, really.
You smashed it in. It was a great finish.
Yeah, probably better off when stuff like that comes quick to me. If I've the chance to think about it, I panic. You know, I'm not very good. I'm not a very calm finisher, to be honest, which is hence the reason why I'm at the back. But it just kind of flashed to me, really. By the time I turned around, it was almost on me, and I didn't have much time to think, and it was more instinctive than anything else.
You captained the side in the first game of the season, third successive season in the top flight. Did you see that coming when you joined us 3 years ago on a short-term loan?
No, not really, to be honest with you. But I think in life, maybe some of your best decisions are done when you're not really thinking about it. And I didn't really think too much when I signed for Palace. It was just one of those things that came down just to help Dougie out, really. And luckily, you know, the club have took to me, and I like to think I've took to the club as well, and it's been a good relationship so far.
Is it true that you were planning on going off to the States?
I wasn't sure where I was going to go, for being honest. I just didn't really want to be in England anymore. That was kind of my thing. I was maybe going to go home to Ireland, or a couple of people phoned me about going playing football in the States. I was maybe going to try that, but that wasn't going to happen until the January anyway. So I don't know. I genuinely didn't know what I was going to do.
Do you see it as a bit of a sliding doors moment? You know, you could have made any kind of decision. You chose to come to Palace, and then you got the bonus of playing in the Premier League.
Yeah, maybe. I don't really know. Like I said, I think there was something quite liberating about having been prepared to quit, because I'd already quit, which means you kind of hit rock bottom. So I think once you've hit that, any day after that's a bonus in career-wise. So like I said, it was pretty liberating making a decision. I came down there with no expectations and no worries, really. Maybe sometimes in life that's the best way to be.
So what persuaded you to stay after the 3 months?
I saw a couple of old faces that I'd known from back in the day, playing against and playing with, and they were quite friendly, and obviously the results took a turn for the better. And then I suppose I couldn't really leave, I suppose.
And why do you think Palace is a good fit for you?
I don't know, man. Maybe something to do with the fact that, without being too disrespectful, like maybe both our careers were the same. You know, Palace just come up with administration, maybe they were at rock bottom as well. So I think maybe that kind of married up as well. You know, things weren't great for the club at the minute, at that time, so maybe that's got something to do with it. And luckily we've both recovered pretty well.
Looking ahead to Arsenal, a lot of good technical players. What are they like to defend against?
Yeah, it's quite tough. You know, they move the ball very, very quickly. Sometimes they see passes before you do, and that's when they get down the sides or get in behind you, or they take into areas of the pitch that you want to be in, create a lot of overload. So it's going to be a good test. It's going to be tricky, but I'm sure if we can show the same resilience, that we played against Norwich, against Arsenal, then we'll give them a good run for the money.
Yeah, how do you think we can hurt them on attacking?
Listen, like the pace we have in the team is phenomenal. You know, and the attacking threats, and now the midfield players, you know, quite technical, quite tight, quite good players who can pick passes and are, you know, in my opinion, every bit as good as what's in the Arsenal changing room.